Welcome back. I'm Eric Sapanik. This is Joe Elker, and this is the Gold Spot. All right, so we have some big news coming in about the Fed. What's going to happen here with the interest rates internationally being discussed quite a bit, and then gold, of course, hitting new all-time highs this week. Joe, can you enlighten us as to what's going on right now?
Sure, Eric. Yeah, we started the week with some, big fireworks as far as the stock market. NASDAQ, gold, both scaled to all-time highs, really amid a hawkish Fed comments on the whole market. And also, the international reaction towards that. The rest of the world doesn't think the Fed's doing too good of a job. And so, that sentiment is kind of a lot of what us here at home feel. When the comments come out from the Fed, the officials reflected that the U.S. central banks have a cautious view of our progress towards inflation and the timing of the rate cuts. Some of the comments that the Fed has towards it right now, inflation, the Fed outlook on inflation, and air quote it, long lasting. So we hear that terminology for a very long time now. How soon can we have confidence that there's going to be sustainable downward path? That air quote is take a while. So there's not a lot of real movement in a positive direction or real plans. The Fed seems to talk a lot, but they don't actually say anything. We started the year expecting 6 interest rate cuts. In less than 6 months, that's been completely thrown out the window. Oh, yeah. The Fed very eerily sounds like my teenage son when he says, just trust me, bro. Mm-hmm. So, and so commodity prices are going to keep climbing. We're seeing it copper, gold, demand is up, supplies are down.
And copper and gold right now are leading the world global economic asset class right now. We've actually got a chart here for you guys to take a look at.
Well, and just like any time you have periods of volatility like this, or we get turbulence, there's emerging opportunities, and I know you want to touch in on some of that.
Yeah, what I wanted to talk to you about today is platinum. So platinum being a very interesting metal, and a lot of people don't know a lot about platinum. Why platinum is so important, but the thing that first of all you need to understand is very rare. It's actually not a metal that's really mined for directly like gold or silver. It's actually the byproduct of other mining ventures. So if you're looking at different types of ores, precious, or not even just precious metals, but other metals or other types of maybe lithium or this, and you bump into platinum along the way of that excavation, and then that's how we get those metals. The World Platinum Investment Council, I'm just going to paraphrase this, the precious metal is now forecast for a market deficit of over 476,000 ounces in 2024, from prior expectations given in March of 418,000 ounces. There's a lot of demand, and where's that demand coming from? Well, here's the industries connected with platinum, and there's some big ones. Number 1, automotive industry. Number 2, jewelry industry. Number 3, chemical industry. Number 4, electronic industry. And number 5, believe it or not, the petroleum industry. Okay, so where I want to start is going to be the jewelry industry, and then I'm going to move back to the automotive industry. We're going to put up on the screen here the 5 largest jewelry companies that purchase, but the 2 that really stand out are going to be Tiffany Company and Cartier. Tiffany and Company is by far the biggest purchaser of platinum. Their wedding bands are genuinely platinum, and one of the reasons why it's hypoallergenic. There's no actual allergy that people have, and a lot of people have allergies to things like gold, silver, copper, also big ones, nickel. Nickel, a lot of allergies to that. But with platinum, there is none. So therefore, that's one of the reasons why it's so highly used, and also, of course, because people love platinum, because it's platinum. Now, the automotive industry is very interesting because it takes 3 different types of metals to actually turn the carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. We're actually going to put up here an image where you can see how this works, how the catalytic converter works, because the catalytic converter is the reason why the automotive industry is the #1 purchaser of metals. Now, with that being said, you need 3 different precious alloys to make this chemical reaction happen. One's going to be rhodium, the other is going to be platinum, and the other is going to be palladium. So those three metals have all had very interesting markets in the last 5 years. Here's some of the numbers, and we're going to put up these charts for you. And these numbers are not, they're really going to surprise you. If you look at the platinum market first, we've seen about between the bottom of the market to the top of the market, from the low to the high, about 120% float between where we've seen it at the very bottom to the very top. Now, that's nothing in comparison to palladium. Palladium's been over 265% between the bottom to the top. But then there's rhodium. And rhodium's something most people don't even know what it is. It's another white metal. It's also used in the jewelry industry as well. But rhodium is about 1,250% between the low to the high in the last 5 years. So is it platinum's turn to make it shine? I don't know. But I will say this, you're not talking about the general public right now buying a commodity. You're talking about major industries having to fight for it physically. And it is rare. I mean, it's not easy to get. And if our clients have any interest in purchasing it, I will tell you right now, expect delays on any type of delivery time, because everything at this point in time that we have been able to supply for other clients has actually had to been imported into the country. It's not really available domestically right now.
Short on supply, increased demand. That smells like upside.
Smells like upside potential to me. So with that, I think that perhaps we should go ahead and talk a little bit about the building. We know that we've got some really cool things happening over there, and we sent our camera crew to go do a little bit of an investigation of what's happening. So we're going to end with that. So with that being said, thank you so much. You guys have a good weekend. Joe, close it up for us.
If you have any questions, go to our website, request information, give us a call. We're here to help. Lots happening out there. We'll help you sift through it.
If you enjoyed today's Gold Spot, like or subscribe to both our YouTube or our Rumble channels. Also, comment below if you have any questions or if you want to hear us talk about something specific in a future video.